Hello and welcome to ZenAF Podcast. It's Alex, Skuby, and Wayne Hanna. We are your best friends, maybe your lovers, not sure. We might even be your next door neighbors, but probably not. You can find us at zenafpod.com. We are on all the fucking platforms. We're everywhere that you'd want to listen to us talk about all the beautiful things in our lives and with mindfulnessly. Hi, Wayne.
Hi. Um, it's funny that you brought up like we might be your best friends or your, next to kin. I think you said
Mhm.
we recently started up a business. Alex and I.
Yes.
Last week we were just going through the paper route. We'd like to be your power of attorney. So if
If we,
you're if
yes.
you are ready to have us take over all of your financials and stuff,
Mhm.
you call Alex Skuby and Wayne Hanna at 1-800.
Dial it up. Phone conversation. Sex.
You know how close
Okay,
I
so I'd
was
like
to
to say
having
something,
them?
Wayne. So,
I'm so
according to
close.
my doctor, I am obese.
Don't go right into this. I had a whole thing. This is what I hate about our lack of communication before we podcast.
We
And you might have
communicate
just
constantly.
No, I know, but we don't talk about what we're going to talk about on the podcast. However, I had a whole thing I wanted to, a whole
However,
direction to get into the dialogue about your shitty doctor.
okay, well, okay, you know what? Take it back. Pretend I never said that. No one heard it, and go.
Well, I don't want to do it right now.
Oh, you
We
want to
can,
save it?
yeah, it's good conversation. Listen,
Okay, we'll
you
save it.
told me stuff yesterday that blew my mind, both medically,
Mm-hmm.
scientifically,
Mm-hmm.
romantically, emotionally,
Hey, whoa.
and a few other things. Hmm? And I don't want to ruin that with just, hey, everybody, welcome to our podcast. I'm now going to talk about all of my problems.
Well, hey, I want to say this though. If we're not okay, we won't talk about my obesity yet, but I will say this: you look better with the nose up, like a pig nose. Look at the hole. You got big holes in your nostrils, man. Why?
Because it's Jesus
Do you see
Christ.
that? What's
That's
this?
why you probably did. You used to do cocaine?
Never. Yes.
All of it at once? Like, did you just like, did you get it in 5 gallon pails and just like those nostrils are ginormous?
Not all the time. All the time. Do you see what I'm
Holy.
saying?
I saw TikTok yesterday because I got it. I've been in 3 different rabbit holes lately, and some of them show my age, and then some of them show my. It's funny too because you would think that somebody at my age would want to just look at girls in bikinis on TikTok, but I don't.
You're 42. You probably passed that, don't you think, or no?
Yeah, I'm past that quite a bit. However,
Yeah.
I got into a rabbit hole the other day. I'm in a rabbit hole right now about studio microphones,
Okay. Yeah.
vlogging, which is video logging.
Isn't that what we're doing though, or
No,
no?
this is podcasting.
Well, what's the
Vlogging, yeah.
difference between vlog, vlogging, whatever the fuck it
Because I
is,
want
and
to, it's where
podcasting?
you take it out and you're like, hey, everybody. And then you show the world from your eyes. It's just amateur video creating.
So wait, so you take your phone or whatever you're using and you
Yeah.
film your daily stuff, but out. I
Yeah, I think you get a niche. Like there's people that vlog about supercars and people vlog about traveling and
mm.
people vlog about vlogging
Oh, you
and
vlog about vlogs.
yeah, you can vlog about the vlog for sure, but I mean
Oh,
that's
wait
for
a
some
second. You just said vlog,
yeah, that's short for vlog.
but is it shorter because it's the same amount of letters,
Yeah, but it
right?
sounds cooler.
That's true.
Yo, what's
I will
up?
never
Oh,
do
just
that.
vlogging. You do it all the time.
I'm never gonna vlog or vlog.
You do every time you take a video on your Instagram thing.
So I'm vlogging and I don't even fucking know it.
You're a vlogger. But let me get back. See, this is what you do. You get me off my point.
I'll get you
Point
off.
is I thought about you yesterday when I was watching TikTok because I'm going through TikTok.
Yeah, you do.
And this, you know how there's that big trend on there for a while? It's like, if I broke into your house, what would you do? What would you do? And it's
Your
always
dick.
like a little person. What's the
Yeah.
proper?
A little shorter than us. Little shorter than us.
Okay. Well, there's this 6 foot.
That's technical. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I don't know these things.
Yeah.
This guy was at least your height, like 6'5", but he weighed
Okay.
about $170.
Oh, so exactly where my doctor would want him to be.
Thank you. This is what I wanted to do, to talk about it.
All right. Now we're in it, man. Now we're in it. Can't go back now.
Nope.
Yeah. So just to let our listeners know, I went and saw my doctor yesterday because I just a checkup, and I have been for the last, I guess today is 2 weeks, I guess. Anyway, I have been just, doing that diet that Wayne makes fun of me for, but I've been able to stick to it longer than I have in a couple of years, actually. So today is 2 weeks. And so anyway, I go to my doctor, I walk in, and we have this odd relationship. Like, just to set this up, I had a doctor, 13 years, loved him. He retired. They stuck me with this new guy. And as soon as we met each other, we just didn't like each other. So, and I don't know why 3 years later, I'm still with him. Anyway, I go in there. He's like, look, Alex, your blood pressure was a little high when you came in. And I'm like, yeah, it normally is, because I have this white coat syndrome type thing where it just goes up a little bit. And then if I sit there for a minute, it comes back down. And he's like, well, this is what happens when your heart doesn't get to relax. It's like any muscle, and sooner or later it will fail. And I go, well, how long do I have? And he just kind of looks at me, and I'm like, well, how long do I have? You said my heart's going to fail. So when is that going to happen? And he's just staring at me. And then he says to me, he pulls out this chart, and he's like, you are 6'4.5". You need to kind of weigh right in here. And I look at it, and it's like between 156 and 180. And I look at him and I go, okay, first of all, that chart has nothing to do with muscle mass. That is just some fucked up chart that they came out with in 1940. There's no fucking way I could ever weigh 180 pounds, because I think my bone structure weighs more than that. I am 223 pounds. This motherfucker is probably the biggest dipshit on the fucking planet. I said, if you're still looking at that fucking chart after all the sciences and all the things, and then he goes like this. You ready for this?
No, hang on.
He goes,
Hang on.
Go ahead.
Did you say, you didn't say this out loud? You didn't get your point across by saying the word sciences, did you? Because you just said
I didn't say sciences, but I did get,
okay, because it's not plural. It's just science. There's no S on the end of it. Carry on.
That's not scientific, Wayne. It is. Okay. So anyway, so then he says to me, he goes, I need you to lose more weight around down here. Like, he points to his stomach. So I stand up and I lift my shirt up and I go, this is bad? And he goes, no. And I go, well, what are we talking about here? And so it was just bizarre. And then this is what happens. And I want the people listening to us to this is what my doctor says to me. He points at me and he goes, I see what you're doing here. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, well, like your shoulders and your arms, like you're lifting weights, and I see what you're trying to do. And I go, what the fuck am I trying to do? And he goes, well, it's muscular. It's all it's muscular. So you're going to weigh more than this chart. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you need to walk. You need to run. You should probably get out. I go, I'm not going to run from anything but the fucking cops when they come knocking on my door for some fucking drug deal that went bad. I'm not a drug dealer. So
what the fuck did you just...
I have no idea. So listen to me. So this fucking doc, look, I got 3 more months of my prescription that I'm on, and then I have to see him again. No, I'm not going to see this fucker again. I'm going to go to a different doctor, and I'm done. And I'm not obese, cunt. Shouldn't have said that. Because I know he listens to this podcast.
You got to stop saying that word, though.
I know. And I've been ruminating on it.
No, you can say it as much as you want, but it has to be said with a British accent.
Fucking cunt.
Right? Now it's just a word. But in North America, we ruined it. But in Britain, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Oh, fucking man.
Yeah.
I met this fucking cunt, and he
Uh-huh.
was the worst fucking human to ever grace me with his presence.
Oh, dear, poor thingy.
No,
I was a caught out for.
bring it down. Bring it down.
I thought it was.
No, like, okay,
Oh, what?
volume's good. Keep the words, like, stretch them out.
Well, if you want it all the rightness of my nutsack
Perfect.
bone on your face.
Perfect. That.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you know
Ladies
when
and
you
gentlemen.
do, I find this whenever I speak to somebody British, and then I hit him with my, hey, you want to see what I can do? And I'm like, hello, love. And they look at me and they're like, oh, that's very East London of you. Like, if my fake accent is getting down to the, like, that's something to
Yeah.
be pretty proud of.
Yeah. No, you're very specific with your accent because you've been training in the art of regions.
That's right. I'm a regional accenteur. Hey, I will say this to you.
Okay.
People, not to you, Alex. I don't have anything to say to you right now.
Don't.
No, I didn't mean it in a weird way. Like, I know that you were going to want to, because I want to talk about the current events going on in the world right now.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. So I've been watching the news and I just found out something.
It snows in Canada.
Yeah. And the world spins all the way around.
It doesn't even do like a half step. It just
No,
keeps
it
going.
doesn't. It just keeps fucking spinning and spinning, no matter the stupid shit you fucking have opinions about. Just keep spinning.
Here we
Just
go.
keep
Here
spinning.
we go, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, I can see something.
Doesn't speed up. Doesn't slow down. Keeps fucking spinning. So you put flag on a fuck 2x4 upside down to prove your point isn't working. So fuck off, because it's spinning and we're almost done this thing. And I fucking liked it at first. I thought it was real hoorah of us Canadians, but now it's just starting to piss me the fuck off because I'm struggling by wearing a mask because I went fucking skiing the other day with my daughter and my mask was below my nose and I got fucking launched on. Like I was I was either Hannibal Lecter, and I needed my mask on so I didn't eat them, or I was the reason why fucking COVID came to the world in the first place is how I was treated. People, do me a favor. Your opinions. Listen.
Tell the story though. Tell the story. What happened? Yeah, I want to hear it again.
I wanted to take my daughter on a nice skiing trip. We just wanted to go out for the day and hit the slopes. Yeah. The weather was mild. I woke up early, packed the truck. I was ready to go. I had it all together. We got to the ski hill. We parked at the top and we skied down. We were just going for hitting the slopes, but you know what? We wanted to take a little bit of a break in the chalet. Now, the rules around this ski hill is that you must wear your mask everywhere. Inside, outside, on the lifts, skiing down the hill, whatever. And I thought maybe that was just a public health thing. Nope, it's just that they are fucked. I'm sorry. And I'm putting this in the podcast. I'm not going to say the name of the ski hill because that's not fucking fair. But I'm here to tell you, right? You don't treat people like you treated me and like you treated other people. There are reasons for fucking mandates and guidelines. I get that. My mask was underneath my nose. We walked into the chalet and this fucking guy was on me like it was insane. Just, hey, get your mask up.
Did he work there?
Yeah, he was cleaning the handles. He was the custodian, caretaker.
Okay.
Get your mask up. I'm like, sorry, it's fine. He's like, it's not fine. It's off your nose. And I'm like, okay, pal. It accidentally fell off my nose. So I put it here and did that. He's like, get it up higher. And I'm like, I'm with my daughter. I say, no. We don't talk to me like that. Then a lady comes out and she gets right on it. She's like, are you done? We're just trying to keep this place safe. And we don't want you to be the reason why they close this hill down. I'm like, okay, calm down, fucking Pope. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, Look,
Like,
man.
people have lost their fucking minds. I understand you're tired. I'm tired too. But Alex, people
Yeah.
have lost their fucking minds.
Yes, they have. And it's funny that you guys to me it's interesting to me that you guys are still doing that there when here it's not really like that. Like I just went to the grocery store this morning. I was in there. I had my mask on because, I just don't want any of the bullshit. In there with the grocery store mask on. Some woman walking her dog around the grocery store, which by the way, bringing your dog to a grocery store, I don't know, there's something about
I
it.
think it's
Anyway,
awesome.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, if we were in Japan,
Shar
they'd eat
Shar
the
in the
dog.
grocery store, though, and Shar
Oh
Shar,
hell
she'd be like,
no,
"Oh
hell
man,
no.
this place is great." Oh, yeah.
She doesn't talk like that. She's got a German accent. So
How?
I saw. Listen. So I see this woman. She's walking around with her dog, no mask on, and I'm like, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. Do what you're gonna fucking do. But no one said anything to her either. Like there's really no. You do or you don't. No one really says anything anymore. So it's different now. You know.
People will take their mask. Like, you're starting to see more people without their masks on, and I'm there. Like, I'm ready to take it off. I'm wearing it for two reasons. Um, I see my frustration, but I also see the perspective of close people around me that would appreciate it if I just followed the mandates. Like my
Mm-hmm.
partner, my girlfriend, she hates it, but she respects it, and therefore I respect it too. Just like when I was down in Austin at that art thing, it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
mandatory, but it would have
Mm-mm.
been appreciated, so I did.
Mm-hmm.
And you just do that for other people. So I saw that perspective, and I get that perspective because we're all tired and we're all trying to get through this thing, but it's
Yeah.
really hard when you're a country, and it's super hard when you're a country that has traditionally been such a wonderful place to be a part of. I have
Mm-hmm.
never heard in my life any Canadian say, "Man, I want to get out of this place. I hate it here." Nobody's
Yeah.
ever said that. We don't have division in this country. We have racism, but it's not as strong as other places. We don't have this kind of mentality, and to see us fucking turn into what, and I don't mean any offense by this, but what parts of the United States are like with the Trump supporters and that kind of
Mm-hmm.
mentality, to
Mm-hmm.
see that, it's fucking heartbreaking. But to be spoken to,
Yeah, that's not right, man. That's
because
not right.
it's just, but like, I'm just at this place, man, where we're watching all these other countries in the world, Alex,
Yeah.
done, and we're still people are still losing their businesses because the government has politicized this so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking sad, man.
No, it is, man, and it's crazy because like we talked about this in the last episode a little bit, which is I think we brought up like the world has changed, and everyone can feel that, right? But what's the change that has happened? So, have we become these kind of paranoid, kind of, a little bit like when you see another person, you're kind of like, oh God, like, I don't know if I want to talk to, they might have, whatever it is. I mean, it's just like, are they Trump supporters? Are they anti-vaxxers? Are they, so you have all these different, then you have like prices of things have gone up and people are on edge. They're on edge all over the world. Like, you talk about Canada, and it's wild. Even here though in the States, I mean, people are on edge. Like there's no one
Oh,
has patience anymore. It's like, I went to the pharmacy the other day, standing in a line, and there's like, people are yelling at the pharmacists. They're trying to get their stuff that they may have like groceries in their hand, like, I don't want to hold this forever. And people are just more vocal about their mental state. And it's wild.
it's wonderful to see the stigma float away around mental health because of the pandemic, because that is definitely happening. People are being somebody that speaks in the mental health world, and being somebody who has had my own mental health journeys as you.
Mhm.
um, People are a lot more open about their mental health now, which I like. But I I I now actually believe everybody, where before some people say, well, I have PTSD, or I have this, or I have this, but they've never been diagnosed or gone through anything to warrant that. They just have
Mhm.
Googled things. And I don't mean that from a nasty place, but um, in my world, in the military after Afghanistan, I have friends that have post traumatic stress disorder and they've never even left Canada. They have it because they were treated like meanly by a superior rank in the military, and yet I have
Hmm.
friends that don't sleep anymore because of some of the atrocities they've had to be a part of and see. But now I believe collectively the world is feeling this weight on our shoulders, and the world is feeling this mental health setback or this mindset setback. And now we'll see the mental health issues that we have be
Yeah.
kind of the focus of where I think good things are going to come from mental health from the pandemic. I think that
I
we're going to have.
really hope so, man. I really do. I hope so, man. I hope so because here in the States, it ain't good, man. I mean, our homeless is everywhere. I mean, like, I mean, maybe other people could attest to this in other parts of America, but like, just around us, every bridge, okay, every single bridge, and there's a ton of them for the freeway, the underpasses and the
Mhm.
freeways, and we live by like 8 of them. They are packed with tents and people's furniture and people living and kids, little kids with their families living under a fucking bridge. And you can tell that they once had a home. You can see, I mean, they have their boudoir and their, their dresser that they took because I need this because this is mine. I wanted to keep it. So, again, and we talked about, the last like too, the prices of living, the costs of housing. It's just, it's insanity. And, some people don't feel it, right? So some people have a lot of money. They make a lot of money, and even during the pandemic, they were still raking it in for whatever it is they do, and they were still making a ton of money. And if they weren't making a ton of money during the pandemic, they had a lot socked away for a rainy day or 2 years, however long it lasted for them. Um, so those people didn't feel it, but there's people out there, man. There is more than not felt it, you know. And the
Yeah.
same thing in Austin, Texas, same thing, man. People under bridges, they're taking over parks. They're just living, but what else are they supposed to do? Die? What? Kill themselves? Like, what are they supposed to do?
Yeah. It's messed up, as I just heard you say, during the pandemic, when like
Hmm.
we're still in it, and we're starting to see the country loosen restrictions because they're provincially, so state, you know, um,
Yeah,
our our mandates are basically provincially, and we're the biggest province, so we're just waiting for them to kind of say, okay, we're done. But other provinces are scrapping the masks and everything. What I will say, however, and I will you and I will be a part of this. I guarantee it. We need to make it a thing. I don't think. Here, let me ask you something.
hmm.
When was the last largest, like, when was the last time the world partied?
Oh God. Oh my God.
Like, when was something that lasted 2 years? Like, there have been things that have shook nations, national disaster, terrorist attacks, conflicts, armed conflicts in Afghanistan, Iraq, all of those things. They
Mhm.
lasted a couple years, but nothing. We haven't had anything of this magnitude since, I would say, the Second World War, man.
Yeah, I have no idea, man. I can tell you, it's so here's something interesting, like kind of along those lines. So my wife and I have not been out in Los Angeles in forever. Like I can't even remember the last time we went out to like a bar and went to like meet people and stuff. So we did it the other night, right? And no one in this place was wearing a mask. No one.
Perfect.
And it felt good. But I got to tell you something. The next day I woke up and my wife and I looked at each other and we're like, there's this like almost like this built-in paranoia now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't care about COVID anymore, I don't care about it anymore. But there's like this little piece of you that goes, "Oh my God, maybe I got it, and maybe it's the new strain that's going to stop my heart immediately, like my doctor says." So it's so there is this little bit in the back of my mind where I'm like, "Well, what if I got a new strain and it's really strong and I'm not going to be able to breathe?" So it goes away, and of course I didn't ruminate on it, but it's just interesting,
Well,
the
it's
built-in
triggering, man.
psychology. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot for people to, there is a lot of fear around this thing, and we'll leave it at
Yeah.
that. But I guarantee you, I give you my word, wonderful things are coming. Wonderful things are coming, and this planet is gonna be fucking amazing. And
Yeah.
if it's not, we found each other, and we are pretty much the two of the coolest human beings on the planet. So
Yeah, I don't really think anyone can, you know, go against that. I really think
mm-mm.
they know that.
Right.
And look, hey, look. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to say that we never talk about the vaccine and COVID on this
No,
show. This is once in a while, once in a blue moon, and there's not many
very
blue moons.
rarely.
Very rarely. So,
But
hey, I
when
want to
we
say this.
do,
Yeah, but when we do, it's almost every episode. I want to say this. So the the play I'm doing, called Gaslight House, opens. The first set of shows is April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at the Whitefire Theater in Los Angeles.
Los
We're doing 3 in a row.
Angeles.
Los Angeles. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. We're working our
You know,
asses
I would
off.
like a trailer right now. We would all, as your one of your besties,
Yes.
um, which I would like to let everybody know, including fucking you, Carl,
Wait a second. Why are you getting all of a sudden it's aggressive?
bestie.
Bestie, why are you getting aggressive about it? Whiskey. Whiskey.
That's that. What's up? Sorry, I've got my top button done up, so I'm feeling like super tough today.
Yeah, Wayne's got like his top button, and then
I
like
love
the
it.
rest button, or are they?
No,
Oh,
they're
it's
all
buttoned.
buttoned up. Yeah,
Okay,
this is
good.
like this is kind of like when I get like 6 or 7 days growth up, I feel
Yeah.
like macho. So I do this and I feel like a badass biker, but I don't have a bike anymore.
Well, you do. It's a 10-speed.
12.
Holy shit, it's
What's
big
up?
time. So we were gonna do Instagram Live today while we did this, but we didn't do it.
No, we're scared of technology. That's why.
Should we get on there live right now? I mean, just
Well,
for a
I
little
could
bit.
try it, but I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like that it'll. No, I don't want to because
You
it
don't want
takes
to go.
no because it connects these headphones to that, and then I lose
Oh, and
the
then you're
ability to
screwed up.
hear you, and then we're trying to fight to hear it. So you know what? Listen, we would
Yeah.
like to do some live stuff. We really, really would.
Yeah.
I would like to do some live stuff.
I don't know why my
Alex,
balls get tight when you talk about it. Like I get like this kind of like, which is odd because I
What?
have no problem being on stage. But it's like when we do live, yeah.
I got to
Hey,
get a hold of my buddy that dry heaves when he cries. He was the fucking greatest conversation.
oh
When
my
he was
God, we should
emotional.
have him on if he
Oh
just
my!
so he could dry heave and cry.
We need to find something to make him cry. For all the new listeners, I have a buddy from back in the day whenever he told me a story about a girl breaking up with him or whatever, he would dry heave when he cries. So he'd be like, "Hey Wayne, what's up?" I'm like, "No, nothing, man. What's up with you?" "Oh no, nothing." It's like a cat having a hairball, and I just miss him. Like I need him in my life, and he's not very good at spelling words, so I really appreciate that.
Well, he's intelligent. So, I want to talk about this. I meditated the other day. I mean, we are called Zen as Fuck podcast. I meditated the other day, and I had to because my day was so fucking chaotic that I just had to because I felt like I was going to explode. Anyway, came in, came into my office area, sat in my chair, headphones on, guided meditation, did the Deepak Chopra inner peace, about 16 minutes. I got to tell you, man, I don't know why I stop doing it sometimes for like days on end when it's just such a gift. I don't know why I don't have time. And that's not a good way to think. I don't have time. Yeah, of course you do. You got
You have the
16
same
minutes.
amount of time. Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
same amount of time as anybody else. I know I've really fucking thrown the meditation away. And when you did that the other day and you told me about it, because
Mhm.
Alex and I are each other's social media platforms. We don't post that we're working out on social media, but we tell
Mhm.
each other that we worked out. Well, he works out all the time, but I've been working out lately. And
Yeah.
when he meditates or I meditate, we need to let each other know. And I'm
Oh, yeah.
telling you, man, when you did it the other day,
Mhm.
I also went and I did it was 11-minute Deepak
Mhm.
Chopra
Mhm.
and set me straight too. I'm telling you.
It fucking works, man. It is.
Yeah.
There's something, and even like we talked about just observing your breath. So I noticed this at the theater yesterday I was at rehearsal and I started getting just a little tense because I'm not completely off book yet. I'm trying to anyway. I was getting a little stressed, and I sat in one of the chairs, the audience chairs, and I just kind of and just paid attention to my breath for like a minute, just a minute, and it changed my attention and my perception, which is interesting.
Yeah. So what I've been doing for to get, because attention and perception, especially when you're looking at mental health, is fucking
Everything,
everything.
right?
Because at the end of the day, like we are awareness, and you're the one that taught me that. Everybody else is the one that taught me that. So what I've been doing to to change my perception and attention is I just smoke a joint.
Now let's put a disclaimer on this. You smoked a joint that you quit smoking over 6 months, like 6 months ago now.
No, no. I
Oh,
talked about quitting smoking 6 months ago
oh,
every week for the last 6 months. But
okay.
every morning I wake up and I go, I really need to cut back. Like I did this morning. I was lying in bed. I woke up. I'm like, I should probably lay off. And then I'm like, nope, I'm a pothead. I like to be stoned in the evenings.
Well, this is something interesting, ladies and gentlemen. I have kind of taken on Wayne's comfort or whatever the fuck. I'm losing words, but when I get home, most of my days are filled with stuff to do now. And when I get home from rehearsal around 6 my time, I will literally get a piece of fruit, eat it, go outside, take a couple hits off a joint, come inside, lay on the couch, turn on Discovery Plus, On the Case with Paula Zahn. Yes, I'm addicted to her and that show. And I'll sit there until I fall asleep and go night night.
Oh, I
That's my new
love it.
routine.
I
That's my
love
new
it,
routine.
man. I love it. I
You know,
love the psilocybin that I've been microdosing. I love it.
when you say
Love it.
psilocybin,
Yes,
it
dear.
sounds like Cyclops vagina to
No,
me.
it doesn't at all.
It doesn't even rhyme.
It doesn't even. They don't even line up.
Not even
I
in the same
wonder what
category.
a cyclops's vagina would look like. Because the
Well,
cyclop
because
is the one eye, right?
the one eye, and I think the rest of the body is anatomically correct. So I think it would just be a normal vagina.
Would it? Through whose eye?
That was real
You're
nice
welcome.
what you just did there.
Hey, no
Um,
problem. All year, all day, cunts.
well, I did hear this though. Cyclopses' penises are larger than normal people's.
Yeah.
Just
What's normal? It's like,
look, Dale is. I don't know about Dale anymore, man.
listen,
We
I have a partner now, and she is a wonderful woman. And
when you
I'm
say
not.
partner, it sounds like you're smacking another dude across the face with your
No,
nuts. You got
it
to say
doesn't sound.
girlfriend.
No, you don't. Whoa, calm down.
Yeah, no,
Calm
no,
down.
no.
You.
I'm real sexist right now.
Hey, you need to refer to her as. That's why I say partner. I say my
Yeah,
partner because why does it matter there? And I'm not like one of these people. Listen, I respect gender in the sense that men shouldn't be allowed to lead countries. Women are
yes,
more powerful.
way
Women,
more.
but I it has nothing to do with gender. I think I like it. I call her my muse. She's my muse.
So when you call her that, does she go like, "Oh, Wayne, think
She
I"?
doesn't mind. No, so my person, my girl friend, I just think it sounds so
You can't even
stupid.
say her name. You do it.
No, her name's Kelly. Anyways, she she's not that. Like she's not. Oh, she's
Yeah, she's
she's a
more like
she's got her shit. Yeah, like
she got her shit.
she comes as advertised.
Yeah, which is great, by the way.
She's super laid back, super cool. Not
Just
it's it.
I have never even talked to her. I've seen her actually this morning. You guys were having coffee and we FaceTimed and you turned it around and I saw her. Very beautiful woman.
Yeah,
She seems cool AF.
super
I
cool.
Yeah, I'm sure she is.
She's talented as fuck.
Yeah.
And she
TAF is what that's the abbreviation.
TAF, TAF, talented as fuck, educated as fuck. She's got a master's,
Mm.
and she's just a really well-rounded human being. But what I was gonna say, is that like she's talented.
Yeah.
Her potter, because she's a potterer.
Oh, you mean like clay and stuff?
Yeah, like has the wheel,
Oh.
but like insanely
What do they call
talented,
that?
but humble.
Kill? The kill? Then they put it in the
kiln,
kiln?
the kiln.
The kiln.
Yeah, she goes to the guild, and that's where the kiln is. They call it
The
a
kiln.
guild.
Wait, the kiln is in the guild?
It's in the guild. It's like medieval as fuck, man.
My God, this is like Dungeons and Dragons.
I know, but I want her to teach me pottery, like the Patrick Swayze way from Ghost.
Will you get behind her and just like
no? She'll get behind me.
What?
Well, yeah, because she's teaching me.
Well, no, because Wayne, she has to be doing it, and you come up behind her, and then you hold hands. It's very romantic, very hot, and you start doing it, and then maybe take your finger
to sleep.
Yeah. Well, that's not.
Oh,
that wasn't in that Patrick Swayze Demi Moore movie.
How did he die then?
He got killed by an airplane.
Imagine if they made Ghost during the pandemic, like Ghost was a real thing, and he's like, he goes and gets his vaccine, and then the day after he dies in a plane crash.
That would be awesome.
But he was an anti-vaxxer.
An anti-vaxxer, and the reason why the plane hit him is because he got the vaccine. But here's something wild. I always wished that movie had a ninja in it.
Every movie has a ninja in it.
If it doesn't, it should. Like I was, especially that movie. Remember that movie, The Piano? It's like an English fucking boring, and I kept saying it won a bunch of awards, and it was really fucking horrible to watch. It was like your eyes started bleeding a half hour in. It was so boring and god awful. Although I love the actors that are in it, it was just one of those kind of pretentious, like fucky art house shit. Fuck. Anyway, if they had put a ninja in that movie, immediately would have spiced stuff up. Immediately would have been much better film. Oh man, so yeah, I'm excited to be doing the play, and I'm excited for all the great stuff. Signed with a new voice agent. I think we've discussed that. You have a lot of big things coming up.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'll get. Yeah, sorry, that was just a producer.
Oh, what did they say?
That was a wonderful story about the movie Piano.
You gotta watch it.
I blacked the fuck out for the last. I don't know. Do you know what thought when you started talking? And this is the root. This is what went through my head. You started talking about that, and I literally said out loud in my head, I was like, "Oh, I don't need to listen to this. This is for our listeners." I just removed myself from that part of the conversation. I have no idea what you just said.
Wait a second. I've done that to you. I will you'll start talking and I'll go,
yeah, that's
like,
not
good. It's like a bird in my brain just going.
It's like we'll leave this part for just let's let them bond. Let's let them bond a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are transparent. We just say
we don't.
We don't fuck
with
around.
it.
We'll tell you.
Why would we? Because it's all day long.